Hey, everybody, it's me, Jonathan Miller, the voice of the Vale, back with another Big Hype podcast, brought to you in association with Hype Energy Drinks and Bravose. Protect yourself at all times, gloves, and boxing equipment. Links are in the bio. Please go and check them out. But joining me today is my very special guest. Please give a big warm welcome and welcome Mitu.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
No, it's my pleasure, brother. Thank you so much for coming on. I had the pleasure of announcing you twice now, isn't it? Twice?
Yeah, twice now, yeah.
Twice, yeah. We did one in the Albert Hall and one up in... No, it wasn't Bradford. It was...
No, it was in Sheffield, I think.
Sheffield, sorry.
Sheffield and York Hall, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good night as well. So first and foremost question is the same question I ask everyone when they come on the podcast. How and why did you get involved in boxing?
Well, as you all know, that I suffer from dwarfism. So I got into boxing because I saw it as a solo sport. It's all on you. It's not a team sport. With my disability, team sports were tough, especially because of my height. I watched others compete and it grabbed my attention. At first, I just wanted to start boxing for fitness. Okay. But that week that I was thinking of getting into boxing, I followed TB promotions for a long time before that, and I know him personally as well. I saw on his page that there was another individual that suffers with dwarfism. They were looking for an opponent for him to fight. So that night, I kind of gave it a thought. I woke up the next day. I gave TB a call and I said, I want to fight. He asked me, are you sure? He went through everything with me and he said, obviously, you're going to get a lot of hate online. People might say things about you when we post that you want to fight and stuff. But I told him that I'm used to this thing. I'm used to this. I've been dealing with it for 31 years of my life anyway. So I'm not really bothered about if anyone has anything to say and I want to go for it. So then, obviously, I got lined up with that opponent. Leading up to the fight, I had no idea what to expect. The experience itself was crazy. And then after the fight, things blew up on social media. I never expected all of that. It just took off. And suddenly now new opportunities are coming my way.
TV is awesome, isn't he? He is a one-of-a-kind character. And he totally and utterly blows my mind every time I talk to him, and what he's up to and what he's doing with his boxing and what he's up to with his promotion side of it as well. And he does it all for good as well. So he is absolutely amazing guy. So that's how it all started. So were you training before that? Were you doing anything in the gyms regarding boxing, or was it just
of a gym? I just used to go do fitness here and there, and I like to go swimming sometimes. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, but then that opportunity when he saw it on his Instagram stories or whatever it was,
on
TikTok, yeah, there you go. Opportunity there. So So you, how long so do you do the 8-week training sort of thing? Was that the sort of camp that you had before that fight?
I didn't know anything about boxing at the time. This was around the second week of June. I signed up to the fight. He invited me down to take some pictures and have a face-off. At this point, I still knew nothing about boxing. 2 days after that, I joined a boxing gym. Somebody called Curtis Valentine. He's been my coach from the start. He trains and manages me. He's taught me everything I know about boxing. He's been a mentor to me as well. Training with him has boosted my confidence and helped me keep going on the right track. More recently, I've joined up with somebody called Javed Khalik. Javed was one of the first Pakistani boxers to win the IBO welterweight title. I grew up watching him, and some of my friends trained with him. So now getting the chance to train with him alongside Curtis is massive for me. He's helping me fine-tune my skills.
Come on. Where are you based then?
In Nottingham.
Oh, right, okay. I'm in Nottingham on the weekend. I'll be down in what's that new Prisms nightclub down there, hosting one of the Ashton promotion shows. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I know Mr. Ashton very well, to be honest. I've been to a few of his shows, so yeah.
John and Harry and Ollie, whole family there. It's all a family affair, always a family affair, so it's always good.
John Ashton usually hosts in Motorpoint.
He does, and when was the light forget the last one show I did there, but it wasn't that long ago. And the one before, the last one I couldn't do for whatever reason I couldn't do it, but the one before I was definitely center of the ring for that one. So it's a great experience being in those venues. Is that is there obviously an aspiration then to take it as far as you possibly can? You said there was some opportunities that have come your way, Mitu. What are those? Can you
So I'm
discuss?
getting a lot of opportunities from people wanting me to fight for them. I've got businesses asking me to come and promote their businesses for them.
Awesome.
Like it's all to do with social media. Like I didn't know it will blow up as much as it would.
Yeah. And what? So the promotions other than TB, obviously you've done two at TB.
A
Is
few
there?
people have asked me, but I personally, I think I'm just going to stick with TB as I've been with them from the start. They've showed me a lot of love, and yeah, I don't think I need to go anywhere else, to be honest.
No, that's fair enough, mate. So, but the offers have come in, the
Yeah.
opportunities are coming now as well. So there's opportunities from, and you said about haters, and have you had many haters on there as well?
Well,
Was
if
it?
you go read the comments and everything, there's always haters, but
Yeah,
I don't let nothing like that get to me. You just got
I
to
know,
keep your
brother.
head up, and you just got to carry on.
I shouldn't have asked, but I
I know.
get, there's same on these things on my podcast, and people who don't, people who watch you and they don't say anything, they don't support you, they don't do anything. I get it.
Yeah.
They want to just see you fumble and make a mistake, or perhaps that's the way they are, and you got to just love them and try and move on with the best you best possibly can. So that's fair enough. I understand that one. No worries there at all. What else do we say about the thing? So where are you now at the moment? Are you lined up for a fight in TB's world? Because I'm not aware of any shows coming up at the moment, but I might be really
So
wrong on that one. So
well, like I said before, when we were speaking before, I don't think it was on camera. It's Ramadan at the moment, so we're just
mhm,
concentrating on Ramadan. And I think TB will be doing a show soon, maybe after June or around June time. And I should be fighting Littleman, who I was meant to fight in December, but he pulled out at the time due
mhm,
to an injury.
yeah. So the rematch is signed, sealed, and delivered. We just need to wait for TB to give us the
Yeah,
time and dates and everything else.
yeah.
Mate, that's awesome. That's awesome. What end game would you sort of like to accomplish within boxing? Is there some sort of goal that you'd like to, like to see yourself achieve a championship, maybe, or recognition or something? What's your thoughts on how
Well,
far you'd like
after
to take it?
boxing, I want to start like a mentoring platform to help
Hmm.
others with dwarfism. I feel
Okay.
like I have a lot to give back. For me, it's not about just chasing for fame or money. Um,
Hmm.
to many people, people exploit their disabilities for personal gain, and
Hmm.
that's not what I'm about. I believe God has given me this opportunity for a reason, and if only I use it for myself, then I've wasted it. I want to use it to help and inspire others as well.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. What were you doing before boxing? Because obviously you've got an opportunity now, and like you said, God has given you an opportunity here to do this. What were you doing before the boxing side of it? What were you up to? Were you employed? Are you
Yeah,
day job,
I'm
or
still
something like that?
employed, so I'm still doing what I was doing before.
Okay.
Outside of boxing, I work as an assistant manager in a care home,
Oh, cool.
supporting vulnerable individuals with their care needs, and it's a rewarding job, and it helps me support my family.
Family, and that's fantastic. I mean, it's how long have you been there in
I've
the
been
care
working
home?
there for about 10 years now.
Wow. And worked your way up, or was it you went in at the manager level,
No,
or
I wasn't a manager first. Started off in admin, so
so nothing to do with what you're doing right now, but similar
yeah,
roles. So
yeah,
you went through it all and went through it there. Um, so yeah, so you're still doing that now,
yeah,
as well as training and everything else as well. So
yeah.
how do you fit it all in? Or is there what's your sort of average day look like?
Well, I go to work for 9, so sometimes Curtis will come and pick me up around 6:30 in the morning, and we'll go do sprints, running, and fitness and stuff.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then I'll come home. I'll get ready for work. Go to work. After I've finished work, I'll go to training again around 7 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
And get my evening session in. Like I said, I've also recently started with Javid Kalik.
Mhm.
So I'll go with him on the weekend, and I'll train with him a couple of times in the week as well. once I finished work.
So what's the difference between Curtis and your other coach there? What are you? What are you
So with
finding
Curtis,
different?
I find that I'm doing um, a lot more boxing and more fitness,
Mm-hmm.
and with Javid Khalik, I'm more tuning up my footwork and my skills.
So it's yes, so honing the skills around the feet, the hand movements as well.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
yeah? And one's more sort of conditioning,
yeah.
cardio, and keeping you
And
active
I
and
find
fit.
that
And
it's good to learn different styles of boxing, because the way I see
okay,
it is with when I box with dwarfism, there's
mm,
with the opponents that I find, there's always people with longer arms or shorter legs, or there's everyone's always different. So it's always good to have different techniques.
yeah, because obviously, as you say, you're suffering with dwarfism, and that comes with its own challenges, like you're saying. And
Yeah,
everyone is different in those. There's not one, it's not like it's the same. There's not one that's exactly the same as
yeah,
you are. You're unique in that
exactly.
capacity, and
Yeah,
God has given you that opportunity to show people. And I suppose having the different skill sets of how to deal with the different angles and the different people moving around and how that all works and all that fits together. I can understand that one as well. So you're up early in the morning, and you're obviously at the moment you're fasting. So in
yeah,
Ramadan, I said to you before we started, I've got a young lady in the office that works with me. She's fasting. Actually, my boss is is fasting as well. So he's doing that as well. And I totally respect it, obviously, in what you're doing. So it must be very difficult to gain your nutrition values and making sure you're on point regarding your nutrition as well, I guess, at the moment.
yeah, yeah. It all adds up. Yeah.
How are you coping with it though?
At the moment, I'm finding it quite easy because the fasts are short this time round,
Mm-hmm.
and I am training whilst fasting, so I'm not finding it too hard now.
So what are you fasting at the moment? About 12 hours, 11
Yeah, around
hours?
about 12 hours. Yeah,
Okay.
11 hours,
Yeah.
something like that.
So you're taking on before you start, and then before you go out to train, you're taking on nutrition then, and then you're taking it
Yes,
after sundown in the evenings as well. So
yeah, that's correct.
that's definitely enough a challenge as well. So hats
Yeah.
off to you for that one. So obviously beyond the next TB show, which is sort of lined up potentially midsummer, let's say. What else would you like to accomplish? So obviously, you said about the the mentoring side of it as well. Is there anything else on top of that? Is there sort of anything else beyond?
Well, there is sort of maybe an international fight on the cards, but
Okay.
I won't say too much about that now. Just keep posted on my social media, and you'll hear some more about it.
Teasing us, I like it. I like it, Mitu. That's good. And obviously, beyond boxing, obviously once you've perhaps come to the point and said, "Well, enough's enough. I'm going to hang the gloves up today, and that's me done." What would you like to your legacy to
I
be
like to
around that?
open my own boxing gym, and encourage more people with dwarfism to come forward, um, because I've kind of shown that it's doable,
Mm-hmm.
and not to just sit at home and think you can't do anything, and just keep your head up. Like I said, there's always be haters in everything that you do, no
Yeah.
matter if you have dwarfism or not, and you just got to put yourself out there, and you got to prove to everybody, you got to prove everybody wrong. Because when I said to everybody I was going to do boxing, nobody believed me and everyone laughed at me.
Mm-hmm.
But now here we are headlining shows. So
Absolutely, and that's the I suppose the message, I suppose, in the message, well, maybe not the message, but what you're trying to sort of say. Don't listen to
yeah,
them. Move along. Just keep going. Focus on it, and you'll achieve whatever you want to achieve if you
yeah.
focus and you believe
You
it
just got to
enough. I
put
like
your
get that.
mind to it, and you got to get up every day. You can't let nobody put you down, and you just got to carry on going.
Good man. Good man. Um, Is there anything else that you wanted to do within that sort of capacity? Is there anything beyond that as well? Is there sort of now looking forward, maybe a bit more? You've got the gym running, you've got people coming and going. Is there sort of an opportunity, perhaps you'd like to be in the corner, maybe getting a license or something with the board or something like that to
That's
coach? And
something that we could look into the future.
okay, because perhaps we could see you in the corner of the champions and stuff, fighting
Yeah,
in world
yeah.
championship
I
bouts and
wouldn't mind
everything
that.
else.
That would be a good opportunity.
Good man, good man. So so there's plenty. The world is your oyster, I think, you're going forward in this one as well. So I think there's a lot more to it as well. And like you say, thank you so much for coming on. I do appreciate it again. We have a little closing tradition on the podcast, which is just what you prefer and whether you like it or not, which one is which. So very simple questions, but Southpaw or Orthodox, which is your favourite stance?
Orthodox.
Would you prefer headshots or body shots?
Headshots.
Okay. Training alone or with a partner? I think I might know the answer.
Alone.
Really? Okay. I think you're going to say your coach.
No, with my coach. I thought just obviously one-to-one with my coach.
One-to-one.
I prefer that, yeah.
Okay. This one I think we already answered, but early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Oh, you prefer the early, yeah. Okay, come on. The heavy bag or speed bag?
Speed bag.
Okay. Underdog or favourite?
Underdog.
Okay. Boxing gym or outdoor?
Boxing gym.
Fight dirty or fight clean?
Fight clean.
Okay. Loud crowd or the quiet atmosphere? Which ones do you prefer?
To be honest, when I'm in the ring, I don't hear anything. Everything just goes blank. When I watch back the videos, I can hear everybody. You can hear all the crowd screaming. I can hear my coach screaming. You don't hear none of that in the ring. My mind just goes blank. You don't hear no one. You just concentrate on the opponent, and that's it. As mad as it
makes
sounds,
no difference.
I don't hear anything.
Quick knockout or strategic win? Quick knockout. Okay. Boxing preference. This question, this may never happen. It's a hypothetical question, but who would you go for, AJ or Fury?
Fury.
You're not on your own. There's plenty of love for Tyson. Plenty of love for AJ as well. Like I say, I say every time. There's plenty of people that go for AJ as well. So it's what depends on what you like as well, isn't it? So
yeah.
Is there a particular person you looked up to in regards to the boxing, in regards to the style and stance that you'd like to try and accomplish?
Yeah, Amir Khan.
Okay.
I grew up watching Amir Khan since I was a kid, so yeah.
He's a good man. He's a nice man, actually. I've met him a few times as well, so I can say it honestly. He's a nice man. Always got a smile on his face. Always happy to have a conversation, have a photo taken. And he's a good man. And he'll be doing some awards with Legal Blows, I see, on Instagram as well. So that'd be a good thing as well for you guys as well. So and it'd be good to catch him up as well. Maybe he's around. Maybe he wants to come on the podcast. Let's see. How do people get involved with you and follow the journey, though? How do they get behind you and make sure that they're supporting you?
You can follow my Instagram, my TikTok, or my Snapchat. And you can see everything on there and follow my journey.
Awesome. And what's the handle?
It is Fessel Flower.
Fessel Flower.
That's my TikTok, that's my Snapchat, and my Instagram.
And of course, I'll be tagging you in the podcast as well, all on the social medias. Again, it all on there as well for you. So awesome. Lovely. Thank you very much again for coming on the podcast. I really wish you every success. And it's going to be a great show, and I'm looking forward to whatever date TB gives us to go out and do those shows, because those shows are always hot.
I'm dying to get back in the ring, so we're both waiting for the announcement. So yeah,
we're just waiting for TV to say. I'm sure he won't be long. But Mitu, thanks so much for coming on the Big Hype podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
Have a wonderful evening, and the rest of a very happy Ramadan as well for you as well.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this and follow this on all of the platforms that you're following your podcasts on, and keep it locked in for every Tuesday at 12 o'clock. We'll be launching a new podcast. So keep it on the Big Hype podcast.